What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for PayPal holdings with the ticker symbol PYPL. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So this is just going to be another chart analysis for PayPal, and the last time I looked at PayPal was on, I believe, on Saturday. So since then, we have Monday, Tuesday to analyze. So price did continue higher towards the measure move target. The market generally moves in twos. I remember someone left a comment just a few days ago saying the market doesn't move in twos. And then I replied back, well, I need to see some data or some facts saying that I'm incorrect. And, I never got a response back. So it's kind of funny how, if you're going to say something, you have to try to at least back it up. Because this is definitely working all the time. It's not perfect. Measure moves aren't always reached. And sometimes, the legs get larger. So for example, right over here, price made one leg up, and this was the second leg up, and look at the target was met, and then price still went up higher. Why was that? Because now these two legs are technically one leg on a higher time frame, and if you dragged it up, you can see how it was perfectly measured. So again, it's not as simple as just two legs, but the market generally moves in moves of two or legs of two. So I had this target since Friday because I analyzed the chart Saturday. Monday and Tuesday, you can see that price is working its way towards the measure move target. Because if we saw a move up this much, there's a good chance we could see another move up about the same amount in the future. So that's what the measure move target is. It's targeting right around the 64.97. So right around the $65 level is a potential target for PayPal. Is the target going to be reached? Who knows? No one knows for sure, right? But we can say that this is where PayPal is headed towards. So it's still headed up. I think, we could probably draw a channel now since we have our first swing. It's not a confirmed channel, but you can say that price is kind of working its way inside of this slim yellow channel. So, everything's still looking pretty good for the upside. We are, coming up towards the EMA, but it might not really do much because, price really hasn't, got rejected from it in the past anytime soon. So, there's a good chance that price may just continue to push up through it and is trying to reach the $65 level. So in the short term, we're clearly seeing a bullish imbalance. On the lower time frame, we're seeing this nice uptrend, so that's showing a bullish imbalance. But in the macro scale, like if someone just looked at this right over here, if all you saw on this chart was this, you'd be like, okay, this looks pretty bullish. It looks like a V bottom reversal off this double bottom right over here at the $59 level and measure move target up. I mean, this looks like we're getting headed higher, right? So that's just in the short term. If we look at the entire higher time frame structure, you can see that the stock is pretty beaten down lately, and there's a good chance it can still go down lower for three reasons. Why? Because the measure move target isn't reached at the $52 level. We're still below the key level at the $68 level, and this trend line right over here is acting as a resistance level. So we have this trend line right over here. We have way too many touches for it just to be random line because we have the initial starting point right over here. We have a second test right near the initial starting point, actually. So right here is the first test, second, third, fourth. So definitely not a random line at all if price keeps on getting rejected from it several times, multiple times. So there's a good chance that if price comes back to it, we might get rejected. We're still below the $68 level, which PayPal has not been able to get back above since the crash down. And the measure move target is still in play. So it might come into play again or it might not. We'll have to wait and see. So I'm not really bullish long term for PayPal, but maybe in the short term I could say prices are headed higher. Once we clear the trend line and the $68 level, then maybe we can look for confirmation that we have bottom and we can be headed higher, because all we could be doing right now is just pulling back for continuation toward the downside. That's how bear markets work. They always try to fool people thinking we have bottom, when in reality the market is still kind of weak and we haven't really seen any higher time frame change in structure. So right now this is still showing that price can go lower, but it is a good sign that we're finding support off this $58 level and we're continuing higher. So maybe eventually control shifts into the favor of the bulls' hands instead of the bears' hands in the higher time frame. But that's how I'm looking at PayPal. Basically, it has continued higher towards the measure move target that I had. $65 level looks like the target. It might not be reached. It might be exceeded. Who knows for sure, right? All I see on the chart is this right over here. I don't see what's going to happen on the right side, but this is what it's like going to be most likely occurring. And then from there, you know, let's see what type of reaction we get. Is it going to be bearish? Is it going to be bullish? Who knows? But as of right now, this is all I know that can occur on the chart, is that we continue most likely higher. And then from there, we'll have to wait and see, you know. But either way, that's in the short term. Higher time frame is telling me that, you know, price can still go down lower if we're still below these resistance points. Now let's take a look at the weekly chart. So here we have the weekly chart, and you can see that we have prior week was green. This week can be also green. It's not over yet. It does look like the market is kind of switching back to being bullish. It's a little too early to call, but you know, the bears are probably struggling right now, and we might see continuation to the upside, you know, across the market. So this is still looking bearish overall, but in the short term, we are seeing a nice bounce up. So that's all I have on the daily and weekly charts for PayPal. And if you guys are interested in more price analysis, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. I look at PayPal twice a week, Tuesday and Saturday. So this is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.